Hi folks, I'm Lonnie Johnson. Welcome back to my channel. I have this Echo blower. This is the model. And I checked it. My coil is bad, so I'm going to replace the coil in this blower. So stick around and I'll get right into it. So what I want to go ahead and do is get this out of the way. As you can see, it will not come off. You can pull on it and tug on it, but you can take a flathead screwdriver, stick it right inside this hole right here and just push it in like so. Pulls right off. I'm going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws right here. It will take a T27 star bit. Now as you can see, this comes off along with this. But that way it gets out of the way of this, so we can just pull that off. You may not have to take this off, but I'm just getting it out of the way because it's a lot easier to do it that way. Now it looks like I got 5 more screws to get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can see right now. Okay, I got all 5 screws out. Let's see if it'll come apart. It's starting to slide off. Feels like we got another screw somewhere. Down here at the bottom. Or here's another screw right here. So there's actually 6 screws. I gotta take this off. Now I'll put it back on. You see, it's a lot easier that way. Now let's see if this cover comes off. And yep, there it comes. Let's get this here out of the way, or spark plug cable or spark plug wire. Okay, get this out of the way. This is our throttle. We'll figure that out later. Pull this right on out here. There we go, it goes right up in here. Wow, I'm going to have to go deep back in here to get that coil. I've got the coil unplugged here. I'm going to show you that I'm not getting no spark from this. And this is the way your throttle connects if you're not sure. So let me get this hooked up and we'll check out that spark. I've got the light out and I'm going to go ahead and pull on this right here. See, there is no spark at all, so I'll go ahead, change out the coil. But here, I'll give you another shot at it. See, there's nothing. But I'm going to flip it around to here. I'm going to take all of these screws out because I have to get inside here because that's where the coil's at. Now that I got all 7 screws out of it, let's see if this thing will come apart. Oh, there it is. Easy enough. Now I got to take this bolt out because this whole casing's got to come off to get inside there. Or I got to pull the motor off the other side. We'll see. Now when you remove this bolt here, it's counterclockwise. This should come off as well. I'll get it out of the way. I have 4 more screws right here that actually holds the motor in place. So I'll go ahead and remove those. These here are real small bolts. And the magnet here works pretty good, holding those bolts on there so I don't lose them. Seems like everything on this takes a T27 so far. Now I got them out. Let's see if this motor will come out. Turn it over this way. Oh yeah. I'm going to have to remove this wire right here. I'll put it back on when I'm through. As you can see here, you pretty much got to strip the whole blower down just to change out that coil. Okay, here's the box coil came in. Here's the numbers. Here's what the new coil has on it. Those numbers right there. I'm going to go ahead and remove the old one and put this new one on there. Now to remove this coil here, it takes a T27, but I'm going to remove this by hand instead of with the cordless driver. Got to break loose. Now what you want to do is take your old coil. You want to remove this wire right here, and you want to remove this grommet because you're going to need it. Now this grommet don't want to come off. It's not going to split. I'm going to make a split right here to get the grommet off because I want to use it on my new coil. Now our new one has this on it, but I still want to put our grommet on there. Just like so. We'll squeeze it in there and make it work. Got everything back together like it should be. Now I'll go ahead and mount it up. And I'm going to put my coil up there. I'm going to get these grommets lined up and inside there. Just like so. Get that one right inside there. I'm going to put this one inside here. We'll line this up and we're going to put the bolts in it right there. Now I'm going to get a filler gauge and I'm going to go ahead and put the gap at 10 thousandths. And I'm going to snug it down by hand. Okay, I got it set there. A lot of people use business cards. I'm using 2 filler gauges. And getting it set, I'm going to push this down and I want to tighten it up. Now you want to get these set right before you put it all back together. As you can see there, 10, 10. Because you don't want to have to take it back apart just to set that gap there. Just a heads up. Now to put it back together, we want to make sure the coil's in the back. I'm going to go ahead and grab this wire right here. And I'm going to put it back on top of there, like so. Now I want to go ahead, I want to set it up in here. It should only go on one way. I might have to move that wire. I had to move this wire over a little bit to where to go inside that little hole right there. There we go. There's a little gap back inside there. You got to make sure it goes in. And we'll go ahead and turn it around. And we'll get these 4 bolts started in there and snug it down. All of our bolts are in there nice and tight. I'm going to go ahead, since we're back here, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt back in it. Takes a 1/2 inch socket. Now if this fell out or if you took it out, it goes in there just like this. The longer part is facing you because you got a short and a long. And then it's pretty much upside down. Just stick it right there. Then bring your cover and just match it up. And then go ahead and put the screws in it. Now they're all in. Now I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to work on this side. I'm going to go ahead and snap this up because that goes to the coil. I'm going to route it right back up into these little notches right here where they're actually holders to hold these in place. Just like that. Okay, make sure that's up in there. Okay, the spark plug wire goes in this little spot right here. Goes right inside there, comes on down, right inside there, curls around. Now, put this on, which is your linkage. Get it set up. Hook it up. Make sure it works. It does. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this outer case on it. Oh yeah, here we go. Remember this? I got to put the plug wire through that. There we go, just like that. Pull on through here. First time I've ever did a echo blower. There it goes. Just gonna get that lined up. Okay, it's going. Well, it came off. I gotta do it all over again. Okay, just squeeze it on there. Now it looks like, okay, it looks like it's on there. Got our plug wire out here. We can actually bring that out if we'd like. We'll go ahead and put some bolts in it or some screws so it don't fall back apart on us. Put this last screw right down here. Now I'll go outside and see if it'll start after I put a spark plug in it and hook this plug wire back up. I'm just going to try and start it right here. There it is, works great now. I'll put the hose back on the front of it. Sure hope this helps. Like, comment, subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for watching.